Hey, it's Shane from Procheck Automotive, and today we're tuning the N80. What do we need this for? You're 1.5 metres away. Alright, so we're just inside the car now. I've strapped it down. I've already sucked the standard file out of this. The N80s take about half an hour to read the standard file. So instead of boring you about 30 minutes of downloading, I've done that already when I was warming the car up. So let's run it up and see how she goes. Alright, so we've just run up the Hilux on the first run, pre-tuned, completely stock standard, and a few runs we got, so varying between 126, 127, 129, 128. So we'll do a couple of runs just to get a base idea where it's at standard. And so now I'll pull the file that I downloaded a little bit earlier, make some adjustments, and we'll run it up and we'll see how it goes now. So here's the 5 different runs we've done. You'll see they all have different torque, different power, but in average, they're all pretty close. So we'll just run with the 127 kilowatts and then we'll use that as our base and we'll start to do the tuning. Alright, so we just loaded the first little file and just have a bit of a test and see how we go. And we ended up with 135.5 and 450 newton meters, roughly 454, 55. So we picked up a bit of a gain there, about 10 kilowatts and 30 newton meters of torque. But I still think there's a little bit more in it, so we'll have a bit of a play and we'll see how we go. So here we have the sheet from the first tune we loaded in. You'll notice the big gain at the start here with the torque and the power, and that carries all the way through the rev range, especially at the rear with the power, where we carry that power all the way through to the top end. Alright, so I've had a bit of a play and we've found some more in it. I haven't wound it up too much. This is completely stock DPF, completely stock exhaust, completely stock intake, and we've wound it up a little bit and we've ended up getting 145.4 kilowatts and 467.5 newton meters. So we picked up from 124, 126 there through to 145. So good little gain. Can run completely stock intake, completely stock exhaust. We're obviously going to be looking at doing other things to this car in the future. We're just going to do step by step. So you can pick up a stage 1 tune and you know you're pretty much going to walk out the door with 145-ish kilowatts, which for those that know Mac Preston, he's making the same sort of power with a bigger turbo and intercooler and all that fruit. So not bad for a stock of Hilux, eh mate? So here you can see the 3 runs back to back with the standard, the first tune and the final tune. You'll be able to see a massive difference between the standard tune being red and the final tune being blue. Nice little gains in the mid-range, plenty of torque all the way through the range, and overall just a great gain. Alright, that's all done on here now. We've just unstrapped it. Now it's time for a test drive. Wow, so we've just been driving this around the block and going a couple of runs up the 100k zone, and it's a massive, massive difference now. I've turned the throttle controller off for the moment just to sort of see how it goes, compare stock with stock, and it's a massive difference. A lot more pulling power, a lot more torque there. Obviously that throttle controller gives you that extra bit of a gain as well, which is ideal, for, especially when we're towing, get the mark, get off the mark and move that trailer. But yeah, massive difference. If you're interested in getting one done, you own a Hilux, you own any sort of car, we can get your car tuned, it's not a problem, but you can see what we've done today with our Hilux. If you're interested, completely leaving your car completely stock and getting some good gains, give us a call, 1-800-776-243, or check out our website, www.procheckautomotive.com.au. Cheers guys.